Welcome to Shep Rambles, where I am Shep and I tend to ramble about what? Anything and everything. Let's touch a little bit upon politics. Not a lot. This is not a political channel by any means. We don't go one way or the other. We just don't do that here. But there are sometimes little bits of interesting pieces of news that I come across that I think you might find interesting also. So this is one of them. The House approves a bill that would make the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., the 51st state. Interesting? Yeah, well, let's read on here. So Washington, D.C. would become the 51st state in the Union under a bill passed by the House of Representatives on Friday along a mostly party line vote. The vote on the statehood bill, part of the House Democrats' last legislative push before a 2-week break starting after July 4, was 232 to 180. All Republicans opposed the bill, of course, joined by one Democrat. The legislation is not expected to move in the Republican-held Senate, but its movement to the top of the House agenda was quick, coming in the wake of the protests and all that stuff that is going on in the world right now, which we won't talk about. That's covered everywhere else. We don't need to cover it here. We try to do fun and interesting stuff here. Well, I think this is interesting. So the district is not represented in the Senate, and its House delegates vote under House rules is symbolic, only counting as long as that vote would not be the deciding one on the floor. According to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the people of Washington, D.C., they pay taxes. More important than that, serve in the military, contribute to the vitality of America and the economic strength of our country in a very political way. And what? Do not have the right to representation in the Congress of the United States? How could it be? Whose idea was that? So this bill, which is numbered H.R. 51 as a nod to where D.C. would stand in the order of joining the Union, was assured of House passage, as it had more than 218 co-sponsors before it even came to the floor. It would declare the city a new state named Washington Douglas Commonwealth and set up procedures for transferring authority and possession of much of the city's non-residential land to the federal government. So this new Washington Douglas Commonwealth would allow the city to still be called Washington, D.C., which pays homage to Frederick Douglass. And the Democrats, they've long been seeking representation for the district. Republicans, on the other hand, they say the bill would be unconstitutional and suggested other ways to deal with D.C.'s taxation without representation, like exempting residents from federal taxes or giving the land back to Maryland, similar to the retrocession of Virginia land that gave D.C. its current southern border. This is still rather interesting. I'm kind of curious on where this will go. Right now, but don't think it's going to go anywhere. But things could change. You know, if the Democrats control both the House and the Senate, this could come back around again, and we wind up with a 51st state in the United States. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this? Don't be afraid here on this channel, whether you're left or whether you're right. Feel free to leave some comments. It's okay. We're not judgmental here on either side. I'm interested in hearing from both sides. But yeah, let me know what you think in regards to this. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. I'd appreciate that. And if you're new here, subscribe and ring that notification bell so that way you get notified of other rambling videos that are uploaded to this channel, as well as plenty of other stuff that we have on this channel. So this is not a news political channel. This is a channel just for fun stuff. And I have these little rambling videos of things that I just happen to find interesting that I want to share with all of you. And I'm just curious on your feedback on what you think about this. Social media, it's a thing. I have all that information down below. As far as let's see, Instagram, I take pictures of stuff that I'm working on, behind the scenes projects and stuff. And Twitter for all the official news and announcements. It's my way of communicating with you folks. And I do streaming on Twitch, Snapchats for silly fun. And then for those of you who would like to donate and support what it is that I do and help me be able to build this channel up, I appreciate anything that you're willing to give. And you do get something in return. There are rewards and bonuses there waiting for you. So please go check that out. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you on another rambling video. Have a killer, awesome day.